Yes, because you're not saying the word, you're saying the
Angle side side. Yeah.
oh, backward.
Oh no. Actually gonna say backwards.
I mean, we're not gonna say.
I actually. It'll help you remember. Okay, guys, so I'm going to draw for you. That's a tree. That's a tree. This is going to be water. It's a leaning over the water kind of tree. This is like, the water shouldn't go there. There you go. Right on the edge of the bank. And then we have a rope. I don't know what color my rope should be. I guess black. It's like a rope swing off of a tree, okay? Has everyone been on a rope swing over water before? No? You're cold for that kind of field trip, but otherwise you need to go. I know, then we should.
That could be our learning extension instead of the
Your demonstration of learning is, can you calculate how long your rope needs to be so you can swing out into the river? Alright guys, so there is a purpose to this. The angle that we know when we're doing angle side side is always going to be this little angle down here at the base of the tree. You're going to draw your triangle in this orientation every time. I'm going to then reference the tree. We always know how long our tree is, and then we also know how long the rope is. But the rope can move, right? If it's a rope swing, it can swing back and forth. Okay, that's what's tricky with the angle side side problems. To help you remember how to draw it every time you have a triangle. So you're just going to always label a triangle. The angle you know goes down here. It may not always be A, but this is the one you know. And then the two sides you know go here and here. What you have created is an ass rainbow. Hold on, you giggle. Every time though, draw it in that orientation. Angle you know is bottom left, and then the two sides on the right. I'll yell at you if you don't draw the rainbow, okay? No, you don't have to draw a rainbow every time, but they have to be in that order. Okay? Going through the examples, guys, going through the setup here, I'm always going to put angle A in the bottom left, just for consistency with establishing the rules. But when we get to the problems, it could be A, it could be B, it could be C, it could be alpha, beta, doesn't matter. Always the angle you know goes in the bottom left, okay? All right, so let's look at our first case. All right, so this is going to be angle A down here in the bottom left. That means side A is going to be across from it, right? So side A is currently my rope. And then the other one we know, again, just for consistency, this is going to be side B. We don't know anything about angle B. We don't know anything about angle C. Okay? The first case here, it says side A is less than your height. So let's draw in the height of our triangle here. That would be this guy, right? Just the perpendicular height. So I'm telling you, your rope is short. It's less than the height of your triangle. So think about this rope swinging back and forth. Is it ever going to hit the water? No. So does this make a triangle? Okay, so first case, if that side over there you know that is the rope is less than the height, you have no triangle. Those are going to be your favorite problems because you get to tell me no triangle and you're done. Okay. No math. Yeah, don't do math. You would be wrong.
Well, then, I suppose employees, you will run out of time.
You would run out of time.
And that's the most crucial thing, is run out of time.
You solve it for I.
Oh, goodness. You're never going to finish your test. All right. So again, like I said, consistency, I'm just going to set up the same A, B, and little a for all of these so we can make comparisons. This one, I'm telling you that A is equal to H. So that means the rope is equal to the height. So there's the height. So think about your rope up here. You can almost see the rope. If it's the same as the height of your triangle, is it going to touch the water? Yes. Just once though, right? Like it's going to be perfectly touching it? What kind of triangle do you think that's going to make? Okay. So if that rope over there equals the height, you get one right triangle. Okay, and now where it gets a little trickier. Okay, I'm drawing my height. And I know it doesn't look like it in my picture, but I'm telling you A is bigger than the height, but it's less than side B. So your rope is bigger than the height, but it's shorter than the tree. So think about if your rope is longer than the height of your triangle. If you're swinging out, what's going to happen with the rope? Yeah, it's going to like hit the water, go under the water a little, and then come back up, right? Okay? So it's going to hit the water in two places. How many triangles do you think we're going to get? Two, yes. So you get two triangles. These are going to be your least favorite problems, okay? Yes, double the math. So let me just draw and think here, like what this looks like. A might touch there, and A might touch there. So like that's A the whole time. Do you see how it's just swinging and touches that bottom side in two different places? Okay. Angle A over here never changes. B never changes. All right. So the two triangles you actually have are this one. Okay. So that's your obtuse triangle. And then you also have that one. So the left side, nothing changes. It's just that A, the rope's going to swing back and forth. Okay. We have one more of these where A is bigger than the height. So let's look at this guy. Okay, so we've got our rope. We know it's longer than the height of our triangle, but now I'm telling you it's also longer than your tree. So think about a rope swing. You would hit the water out here, and then what would happen? Yeah, you'd like crash into the bank, right? Like it would not end well for you. So in this case, because that rope is so long, you actually only get one triangle. And that's at most. Sometimes things will be set up in a strange way where you don't get any triangle at all with it. You have to be aware of the rules of triangles.
So is that something that's test for on the test?
Like you have to be aware of it. Like you have to understand, like, oh, hey, that rope is really long. I know at most you're a triangle, but then look at it. So what if I gave you like, let's say angle A was like 30 degrees, and side A was 100, side B was only 40.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense, the orientation, because you're going to have a bigger angle somewhere in your triangle, and the side's going to be too big. We'll do an example where it makes more sense. Okay? Okay, yeah, why could there be two triangles? So there's a couple of things happening here. Again, ASS was not a way to prove triangles congruent because there could be two triangles. That rope is going to move. And some of you noticed on the worksheet we did in class last time, will inverse sine ever give you an obtuse answer? No. So, and the reason being, think about this. Remember when we did inverse sine, do you remember how that was only this part of the circle? And it only went from negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2?
Yeah.
Are any of those angles obtuse? Like you're going negative 90 degrees to 90? No. So that's part of the issue here, is that inverse sine will never give you an obtuse angle. And with angle side side, we don't know if the triangle is the one with an acute angle or an obtuse angle. But again, it's going to be hard to find the obtuse angle just using rock signs. So we'll go through some examples with this and I think that'll make sense. Questions so far? Alright, let's try some. When you're ready, guys, flip the page. Get your calculator out if you haven't already. You will definitely look into this. Alright guys, I wrote some sort of just procedure for you to follow when you do these. The first step you are always going to do is draw a picture. Then determine if it is the ambiguous case. So guys, not every law of sines problem is an ambiguous case. Like all the stuff you did on your homework last night, you didn't have to find two triangles on that. So that's a mistake I see sometimes, is once we get to this finding two triangles, you guys will try to find two triangles for every single problem you do. That's going to hurt you on the timing of your test, okay? Not every problem has two triangles. It's only if it's set up as ASS, okay? So then you're going to solve for everything that's missing. So let's look at the first one here. Okay, ask rainbow. Put the angle in the corner. So what goes in the bottom left? Angle A. Okay. And I clearly drew that as 120 degrees, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Okay, then where do the 45 and the 36 go? Okay, 45, that's my rope, right? And 36 is my tree. It is. So, angle B has to be down there, right? Okay, angle C has to be up here. Guys, drawing the picture is half the battle. If you can draw that, you're off to a very good start.
No.
Everybody okay with the picture? All right. So we would normally check the height next. So let's look. Height, that's got to be less than 36, right? Okay, because 36 would be the hypotenuse of that little triangle. So what do you think? Is 45 going to be bigger than the height?
Yes.
Yes. Is 45 also bigger than this side over here? Yes. So how many triangles do I have? Just one. Okay. So let's set up how we're going to solve. So I'm going to do sine of 120 over 45 equals sine of b over 36. Why didn't I pick sine of c? Yes, I don't know side c either. I have too many variables, right? Okay. So, for solving this, let me open up my calculator and see if that will work. You do, but I want to make sure this is, guys, this is where the storing starts to matter, so I want to walk you through that. Okay, here we go. Now, guys, give me just a second to get my calculator up here. So patience, guys, let me walk you through this one because I want to make sure, again, this is really the only thing people screw up on this test, is that you don't pay attention to how to store values. So, pay attention. All right, guys, so first, what mode should I be in? Degrees. I don't know that I am, so let me check. I am not. Okay, so, and then we'll make this, so you can see it. So guys, I'm going to key in 36 times sine of 120 all divided by 45, right? Okay, and just do that all at once. Don't, some people really like pieces. I don't like pieces. Close your parenthesis, or you guys could have used the fraction key, that's fine. Okay, are you getting 0.692820? Okay, is that angle B? No. How do I find angle B? Okay, inverse sine of what? That. Okay, the way you can do that. Guys, do you see, I'm going to push second and then the negative key. Okay, and that brings the entire answer with no rounding, no anything in here. Yes, we're going to get to a point, though, where that gets kind of ugly. So, yeah. If you have a Casio, you will have lots of Googling ahead of you. Okay. All right, guys. So my angle B is 43.85. Okay, 43.9. You're going to write down as your answer 43.9 degrees, but you are not going to use that as you continue. We are going to store this. Okay, this was angle B, right? Do you guys see the STO button? Stow?
Like a stowaway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're gonna stow it away.
Okay, I'm going to store it. It was angle B, so I'm going to call it B so I don't mess that up later. Alpha B. Then push enter. Are you okay to that point?
No.
Store alpha B. Yes? Everyone has this stored as B. Okay. What else are we still looking for in our triangle? Angle C. How many degrees are in a triangle? 180. So I'm going to do 180. Maybe. 180 minus, what was my angle A? Okay, minus 120. And then minus B. Don't do minus 43.9. Do minus B. Okay? What did we just find? Angle C. We now need to store this as C. So store alpha C. No, do not write down all the numbers. Start storing things. I'm telling you, it matters. Okay. On your test, guys, I have you go to 3 decimal places, so the accuracy really matters there. Okay, if you don't store, I will know that you did not store values, and you will be sad when you are looking for your star. Okay. Oh. I know, it's so sad. Okay, guys, the reason I stored this, we still need to find little c, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do sine of 120 over, was it 45? Yes. Okay. Equals sine of my now stored c over little c. Okay? So you're going to do 45 times sine of c. Okay, not 16.1, but actual, the whole thing, divided by sine of 120. Okay? If you had rounded everything and used those rounded answers, you would be off at this point. Right? On your test, I definitely asked 3 decimal places. Going through the notes today, I'm just going to do 1 just to save us a little time, but yes. So with 3 decimal places, if you don't store, I will know. Okay. All right, so let me jot down the answers here. So let's see. So B was 43.9 degrees. C was 16.1 degrees, and little c was 14.4. All right? Yeah, that's what we were finding with the length of C. Okay, questions on the first one? Wait a minute. You're going to hate the 2 triangle one. Okay, are we ready for number 2? All right. No? All right, hold on a second. Alex, are you gonna be the that like doesn't store?
No, I was just asking.
He started 5 is x, and then minus x, and then he said x minus 1 would equal like 1.48. And it's like.
Okay.
That's a magic.
Magic. Okay. You must have stored
You don't need those
5. All right, guys, are we ready for 2? Okay, so I'm going to draw a little triangle up here. What letter goes in the bottom left? B. B.
Actually, once I believe
I don't know. So then 186 is over here. 249 is over here, which makes angle C down here, angle A at the top, right? Okay.
I think it's shorter than that.
Does it matter? Or like, as long as you have.
Well, but we know that C has to be here, right? Which makes this angle C. So if you wrote angle A down here, yeah, that would matter. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah, always make them match. Okay, we actually do need to check the height this time. So how am I going to find the height? Back to what do you know about right triangles? Okay, what is sine, like SOHCAHTOA stuff? Okay, so sine of 43 equals h over 249. So h is approximately what? Yeah, 169.8. That is enough to know what about our rope? It is bigger than the height. What does that mean? Two triangles. Yeah, it's shorter than the 249, so we are going to have two triangles. Okay? Alright, I'm going to go back in here and just erase my little H just to help us out with our picture a little. So guys, the first triangle you are solving is exactly what is drawn here. Like you are just finding little a, angle C, angle A, all of that. So I'm going to label those. I'm going to try to give myself enough room. So I'm going to have big A1, big C1, and little A1. Then, after you finish the first triangle, you will have big A2, big C2, and little A2. Does that make sense? You're going to find the same pieces twice, because they're different lengths and different sizes in the two triangles. Okay? Yeah.
Why'd you label it like BC?
Ass rainbow. Do you ever think that would be an answer to a question? Right, do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to start. Sine of 43 over 186 equals. Yeah, thank you for sine of C over 249. Alright guys, you're going to solve this one for me. And then what are you going to do with your answer that you get? Store it as?
C.
C. Store it as B. We already know B.
Oh, I can store that as B. Right.
So second step, one story.
Usually one is going to be the acute triangle because inverse sine won't find the obtuse angle for you. You have to find the obtuse one. I'll show you how to do that here in a second. Alright guys, what you get for angle A? For C, I'm sorry, yeah, 65.9. Okay, did everyone store it? Remember, I will know, don't lie to me. Alright, what do we have to do then with that stored value to get angle A in this first triangle?
80, 180, -43.
Yes, so 180 minus 43 minus your stored C. So what do you get for angle A? 71.1. What are you doing with that answer? Storing it as A, yes. Okay guys, because then you are setting up sine of 43 over 186 equals sine of A that you stored over little a. So guys, this is just like what you did on the homework last time, other than the story, okay? What are you getting for little a? And then guys, just wait before you try to find the second triangle, okay? I will lead you through the second triangle. What'd you get? Isn't it round to like 258.0? Yeah, okay. Alright, that's the one answer you don't need to store, okay? Alright, I want to wait till everybody's good with the first triangle, and then I will show you how to find the second triangle. Don't worry, George, I'm waiting. Jordan, what can't you see? What? Are you sure?
You should not suck except one story.
When you get surgery, they ask you like how fast
I hated it. I do that once, and I I all of a sudden I couldn't feel my feet, and then I couldn't breathe, and I was like, and then terrible. Yeah, it's not fun. It's okay. It's terrifying for like a second. All right, guys. Do we all have triangle one? No. Okay. Are you close? You are asking me now? What have you been doing?
You can weaker that have to jump to the He's snoring.
Alright, so I'm going to redraw this just so you can see what's happening. Okay, so B was down here, A was here. Guys, please pay attention. This is like the only thing that's kind of hard in this unit. So, 40. Okay, so that is the first triangle you solved for. All right, what's going to happen is this side over here is going to move, and it's going to come over here. Okay, so our new triangle, which, hold on, I really need colors, and my pens don't want to work. So. Okay, so guys, this in pink. This is the new triangle you are solving for. So C is now over here. Do you guys see how little a got a lot smaller? Angle A got a lot smaller. And what happened to angle C? Got a lot bigger. Okay. You have to go back to geometry again. This is 186, right? So is this, because it's the exact same side. It just moved. All right, isosceles triangle. What do you know about the base angles? They're the same. So that means this and this are the same. How can I find new angle C then?
Old angles.
Yes. Okay, and remember you stored angle C. So you're going to do 180 minus stored C. Give me new C.
Can we get lower? 14.
Can you do what?
Is there a way to do lower and upper these letters?
You'll be fine. Alright, so I'm going to go. Is everybody okay with this picture? Okay, I'm going to go back here. So guys, what did you get for your new C? 114.1, right? What do you think you need to do with that now? Store it. And you can store it as C because you don't need old C anymore. You've moved on. You're now with new C, okay? So how do I find new A? Do the thing. That's it. Yep.
You add
Exactly.
43 and you subtract it.
180 minus
I knew I was
Yes, 180 minus your new C minus 43. What do you get? 22.3. Stored wrong. All right, and then how do I find my new little a? Oh, and did you store new a?
Yes.
Yes, we've moved on. Moved on to new a. Big A or little a?
big X.
Okay, how many degrees are in a triangle?
Okay.
All right, and then new little a. Once you've got it, let me know. What are we getting for new little a? 106.2. Sounds like a radio station.
One day it'll
You mean one day it will just rain? It's not leaving.
Guys, with some practice, these are not that terrible, okay? Anybody questions so far, though? I'll give you time, make sure you get there. You and your calculator need to become good friends.
All I need to do is learn how to store it.
Yeah, you gotta be able to store. Questions, guys? What do you need me to walk through again? Please ask, because if you don't get it now, it's only gonna get harder. Anybody? Other than you can't store on a Casio. What else? What other questions on a Casio?
No, I'm pretty sure you can. It's just like hitting a bunch of commands.
All right, guys. Do you want to try number 3 on your own?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll leave.
Yeah, we have time.
Yeah, I've got like 6 minutes.
I got things. We got time. Everyone's got this over. Do we ever find triangles? Yeah. I feel like there was like one class where we did that. I don't, did she make us write a paragraph for the
Oh, she made us smart paragraph.
No, wait, that is not true. Don't spread rumors.
We all know paragraph.
Yeah, she's like, make it simple. It's 1 or 3 sentence response, not paragraph.
I wrote
90 pages on the theorem of why this question is wrong, and you got that now.
Yeah, you can do it as math. That's how much I do it. Just do that as math. So much easier than writing. Running paragraph is like not.
Guys, go ahead and try 3 and 4.
Ooh. John, you know what else is cheating? Having a TI-80.
Casio is cheap.
Wait, what?
It gives you all like, it has it all built in.
Wait, what?
Just find a picture of Casio.
It's allowed on the SAT, which means it's allowed in the school.
Well, it doesn't mean it's not work. Does it give you the
Yeah, it has an all program.
No, that's not how it works. Wait, so you're not allowed to talk during a test? Okay, wait, so I thought that was linked. Wait,
No. Whatever will you do?
what happened? Calculator.
Sauce.
Does anybody on the have the internet in their brain? Let me search up how to John. Hey, John. What? Come back later. When is lady?
Messing with you.
Hold on. Hold on. You're going way too far. Alright, wait. First you gotta help me out. So you can't leave someone behind, right? How do you do
No,
that?
I'm slowing down.
Alright, Alex, you can't, no man left behind. How do you search out? I'm leaving you behind. Wait, I don't know. Alright, hey Casio.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as the TI-80. They're out of story button. Like,
I'm just solve for design and figure out.
what's a dynamic function?
Cassio,
Dynamic.
there we go.
Just like you. Warm. You love yourself.
Why?
Wait, you know what it's. I know. I can roast you. Hey, we're gonna look. That eight. Gotta get a something. She has to. Yeah, wait, no, he's talking about me. Hold right down. Alex, you wanna know the last time you wrote down something in my mind? Yeah, this. Do you see this shit? You can see this? You can hold away anything. George, what is George Steve's turn. I'm trusting him.
Actually, I'm natural.
I'm gonna send you the other. Wait, what? What is chicken?
I would not by building a wall.
You're getting a little. Wait a second, Josh.
186
Don't proceed, you're not doing AFS. AFS is what you're doing. Alright guys, go to lunch.
Let's go. Grab my coat.
Grade 4, did you finish something?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, guys, what did you get for 3? No triangle, yes. Okay. And guys, number 4, is this an ASS problem? No. Okay, so stop finding the height. Stop trying to find 2 triangles. No. That is only if it's an angle side-side triangle. So did you get A is 103? Little B 7.4 and little C 7.9?
Yes.
Yes.
Number 3, you start solving it, and then you just get like a negative answer or something.
Yeah.
Error.
How you do? No, that's what I said last week. I'm gonna say that.
All right, guys. Any questions on the notes?
I know.
Okay.
Stop.
Oh.